Now this is a great time to be a fan of the MCU right now. Now we have a ton of interesting news that came out of this year's San Diego Comic-Con, specifically when it came down to the Captain Marvel film, because not only is this film going to be set in the 90s, but also we have a shocking revelation that the Skrulls will make their first MCU appearance in Captain Marvel, which is very shocking because the Skrulls are Fox-owned characters, which could mean a multitude of possibilities that could happen through the future of the MCU. What's even cooler is the fact that Captain Marvel will actually be based loosely on the Kree-Skrull War, which is one of the most iconic storylines in the Avengers canon, so I cannot wait to see where it goes. But now that the Skrulls are in the MCU, this has me thinking about something. What if after Infinity War we will be getting the MCU's adaptation of Secret Invasion, and that this is going to be the next grand story arc right after Infinity War? Now say what you will about the storyline from the comics, you can't deny that the premise for Secret Invasion is amazing and would totally work for the MCU. And after hearing about this possibility that Secret Invasion might end up being the next big story arc for the MCU moving forward, I can actually see some flesh behind this. Now we already know that the Skrulls will be the main villains for Captain Marvel, and will be established throughout the 90s. Now the thing about the Skrulls is the fact that they are surprisingly very cunning and that they are also shapeshifters. And the whole idea of Secret Invasion in the comics is the fact that the Skrulls have been infiltrating Earth's mightiest heroes. And seeing as the Skrulls are about to be established in the MCU, what's not to say that one of the heroes in the MCU was a Skrull the entire time? And this is very true to the Skrulls from the comics because they are often very sneaky, always want to dominate the world, and often take their time to form their own plans. And what strengthens this possibility even further is the constant teasers of the Illuminati. Now for those who don't know who the Illuminati are in the comics, this is a team that consists of Black Bolt, Iron Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and a few other geniuses who often see a major threat for the entire world as we know it, and more or less try to figure out a way to stop these threats from behind the scenes through some questionable ways. And seeing as how the heroes are about to face up against Thanos in Infinity War, I can totally see them forming this team. Not to mention that Phase 4 has been mentioned to be cosmic heavy, so I can totally see another film like maybe Guardians Volume 3, or maybe even another film for instance explore more about the origins of the Skrulls, or maybe even an ending for Avengers 4 for instance where it turns out that one of the heroes has been replaced with a Skrull, planting the seeds for another major crossover event in the form of Secret Invasion. And this is a storyline that I wanted to see in the MCU, and I've mentioned this idea over a year ago on my 10 potential MCU villains after Thanos, and after seeing some of the evidence that hints towards this, I could totally see this happening. And true, some people might say that you can't go bigger than Thanos, but there are other ways in shaking up the MCU without having to go with bigger villains, and instead they could go with a more personal route, and what better way in going in a more personal route by introducing some infiltrating shapeshifters. So do you think we might end up having a Secret Invasion after the events of Infinity War? And do you think that this is the perfect storyline to adapt for the MCU? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.